All right, welcome. Filthy Kitchen Cooking. I'm the Squadman. First off, today I did 600 calories on the bike. Yes, very proud of that. The reason I take off my sweater is I also lifted some weights. Not bad. First time lifting weights in a very long time. Got to get the 18 inches back. I didn't put a tape around them, but they look pretty good for an old guy. Pretty good for an old guy. I always had that kind of body where if I wore clothes, I call it my Clark Kent Superman thing. I always had the type of body that if I was wearing clothes, nobody would know I was muscular, just the way I'm built. And every time I would take off my shirt or whatever, people were literally shocked. They were, oh my God, because they never knew I had muscles. But I have always had muscles since I was a very little kid. My father was very muscular. Strangely, my two brothers are not muscular, but they're good athletes. I've always been very muscular, and well, I started martial arts when I was 7 years old, and back then we did a lot of push-ups, a lot of sit-ups, a lot of whatever, and I always did as many martial arts classes as I possibly could. In the summers I'd go 8 days a week. They'd have a summer program plus my regular classes. I usually would be a member of 2 or 3 martial arts clubs in town. Back then it had to all be secret, of course, because your teachers were very possessive. If they knew you were training in a different place, they'd get all, they wouldn't like that too much. But I was secretly doing judo at the university. I was doing martial arts. I was a member of 2 karate clubs. I was a member of the city karate club and the university karate club. It was the same crowd, but 2 different instructors, and they really didn't like that. But I did it anyway. I wanted more training. I always considered the city guy as my main instructor, and the university guy as the secondary type instructor, even though, truth be told, I probably learned more stuff from the university guy than I learned from the city guy. But the city guy was the head honcho, so, you know. And there was a time when I was doing Aikido classes as well, secretly. But the big secret was doing judo and doing that under the nose of my instructors. Quite honestly, I don't think I was fooling anybody. And it was kind of a don't ask, don't tell scenario. But when other people kind of knew about it, you know, they weren't too happy about it because they wouldn't have the audacity to do it. But, you know, sometimes you got to be bold and do things that people are going to turn their nose up if you want to be a champion. And yes, I was a champion several years later. I don't usually talk about that, but those of you who know me know about that. But anyway, yeah, what was I saying? Athletic, muscular. The muscle is there. I mean, basically, I've laid down a lot of mature muscle. I started lifting weights quite early. I think I was probably 14 years old when I started lifting weights. So, you know, my muscle will come back to a degree. I mean, at my age, it's not all going to come back. I've lost a lot of the actual muscle, but a lot of the muscle, I've just lost the, you know, the water in the muscle and things like that. I can get back a lot of it, is what I'm saying, because I was muscular pretty well all my life. And I've just been focusing on other things. I'm still going to keep the cardio going, but I want to get back into the weightlifting type stuff. It was pathetic. I was extremely weak. I couldn't do very much. I didn't have any stamina or whatever. My body did not want to be doing it. But, you know, I'm an old guy and whatnot, so I didn't push myself too hard. And it's my first time lifting weights, so my main thing now is to try to, well, not try. I'm of the Yoda mentality, you know, there's try and do not try, do type thing. So I'm going to do it. It's just, you know, finding a way. And the best way is I'm just going to listen to my body and be gentle and not push myself too hard, and hopefully be able to get some sleep. Recovery, rest and recovery is the main thing. You know, I've said it many times. There's 4 pillars to your physical fitness: strength, skill, flexibility, and endurance. So, you know, I mainly get on these endurance type, whether it's the boxing or the riding of the bike. I'm just burning up calories, long sustained type workouts. Now the boxing is working on skill as well, you know, things like balance and hand-eye coordination and muscle coordination, and your, you know, all your senses are kind of working together. So yeah. And then, of course, strength is mainly the lifting of the weights. The skill, like I said, is the martial arts type stuff. Flexibility, you know, when you're doing motion, the boxing gives me some flexibility. I should be stretching more. I'm a very flexible guy. I haven't been a martial artist my whole life. I do have a lot of flexibility, but still, you got to work on that. It's a use it or lose it type scenario. And yeah, same with strength, same with skill, same with everything. Endurance. Your body doesn't want all this stuff. It's going to fight you and, you know, tear you down and take you apart. So you got to work, especially as you get older. And I'm certainly getting older, but you know, I also do not enjoy exercise. I've rarely enjoyed exercise. I've always used the quote from Muhammad Ali as motivation. Muhammad Ali has a famous quote. You can look it up. I don't know it by heart, but it's basically, you know, I never enjoyed a workout, but I always said to myself, work out now and forever be remembered as a champion. And he never liked working out. So when I know that Muhammad Ali, one of my idols, never liked working out, and when I hear people say, oh, I love working out, or, you know, if you want something, how do you stay motivated to work out? Well, do something you love. Well, for me, I loved martial arts. And I lifted weights because it helped me with my martial arts. It helped me with my judo, being strong or whatever. I was the type of judoka that, you know, I wanted to be thrown at least 100 times in class because I wanted to throw people 100 times in class. Most people practicing judo don't take 100 bumps, to use the pro wrestling parlance, but you know, being thrown, even though you're being thrown on mats, it's still quite a shock to the system. So I lifted weights so I could take more bumps. Most judo, it's like 1, 2, and then throw on the third, or 1, 2, 3 to 10, and then throw on the 10th. I like to throw every throw, so, you know, if I could get thrown a minimum of 100 times, and preferably a couple of 100 times per judo session, I was in heaven. But most people don't want you to throw them that many times. And, you know, of course, I would rather be doing the throws on people than taking them myself. But I also wanted to take the throws because that's the price of throwing. And you'd have to find somebody like-minded who would accept being thrown. Anyway, I'm getting a little wordy here, but I think you know what I'm talking about. I'm just looking for the honey mustard. Where's me honey mustard at, people? No idea. Something tells me it's in the fridge, but I don't see it, so. Anyway, I'm getting back at the working out. That's the point. There's some honey mustard in this one, but I don't think this is my most recent honey mustard. Oh, here it is, right in front of my face. Anyway, this video is getting long. I think I've kind of been jibber-jabbering through most of it. But anyway, I have something very important I got to take care of after I eat this sandwich, and then I got to get to bed because I have to work tonight. But, you know, gotta eat. Man's gotta eat. I don't want to be eating all this processed food, as I say every time I make it, which is pretty well daily. But anyway, I've got the steaks salted, so I'll eat them later. I'm gonna fill up the dishwasher. I think I have some laundry to do as well, but I probably will have to put that off until tomorrow. I know I said that yesterday, but I've been sidelined with other things. I have some important things to take care of as well. So I think I'll fill up the dishwasher, get that going, eat the sandwich, do what I gotta do, and try to get to bed at a sensible hour. It's actually my bedtime now, but I'm gonna be missing the mark on that one. Anyway, my mother in the hospital's doing better today than she was yesterday. Let's hope and pray that she makes a full recovery, and that's basically all I gotta say at the moment. So till next time, who loves your baby? This guy, don't forget it. Also remember, you're somebody's favorite person in this world, probably mine. So till next time, love you and goodbye.